Chapter 4.2 Data Collection Method. Why collect data? Data collection is defined as the process of gathering and measuring information on variables of interest in an established systematic fashion that enables one to answer queries, stated research questions, test hypotheses, and evaluate outcomes. There are numerous reasons for data collection, for example, in business and marketing. It helps you learn more about your customers. It enables you to discover trends in the way people change their opinions and behavior over time or in different circumstances. It lets you direct different marketing strategies. It facilitates decision making and improves the quality of decisions made. It helps resolve issues and improve the quality of your product or service based on the feedback obtained. Here are some of the common methods of collecting data. First, in-person interview. Advantage here is you can have an in-depth and a high degree of confidence on the data. However, it is time-consuming, expensive, and sometimes can be dismissed as anecdotal or not necessarily reliable. Second, we have mail surveys. Advantage is you can reach anyone and everyone, so there is no barriers. However, it is also expensive and there might be some data collection errors and of course lag time. Third is we have the phone surveys. Advantage, there is a high degree of confidence on the data collected and it can reach almost anyone. Then again, it is expensive and cannot be self-administered, so you need to hire an agency. Next, we have web or online surveys. Advantage is it's very cheap and it can be self-administered, and there is a very low probability of data errors. However, not all your customers might have an email address or internet connection. Customers may be wary of divulging information online. Here are some other methods. Experiments where you collect data in a controlled environment, laboratories. Then you also have direct observations, especially if you're dealing with attitudes, and registration where you simply go to an agencies, any government agencies or companies. For example, in our university, you simply go to the registrar and request for the information that you might need. Next, we have presentation of data. There are 3 ways of presenting data. First is textual. This method comprises data presentation with the help of paragraphs. Textual presentations allows the researcher to present qualitative data. So here is one example. Next is you have the tabular, the method of presenting data using a statistical table, a systematic organization of data in columns and rows. Third is we have the graphical, a chart representing the quantitative variations or changes of variables in pictorials or diagrammatic form. It exhibits the relation between data, ideas, information, and concepts in a diagram. It is easy to understand and it is one of the most important learning strategies. Chapter 4.3 Frequency Distribution. Frequency is the rate that measures how often something occurs. Example, in the following list of numbers, the frequency of number 9 is 5 because we can see that there are 5 nines. Another example, these are the numbers of the newspaper sold at a local shop over the last 10 days. There are 2 ways of presenting your data. It can be separated individually or you can also group them like the second table. Graphical representation of frequency distribution. First, we have bar graph. It is a pictorial representation of statistical data in such a way that the length of the rectangles in the graph represent the proportional value of the variable. Bar graphs are generally used to compare the values of several variables at a time to analyze data. So basically, bar graph is best suited if you want to compare quantities, big quantities. The length of the bars, horizontal or vertical, represents the frequency of the variable and is applicable to discrete categories only. Next, you have the line graph or line chart. It's a graphical display of information that changes continuously over time. A line chart is often used to visualize a trend in data. It can also be used to compare different events, situations, and informations, like this one. So you can see 2 or more lines. And that's the end of 4.2 and 4.3. So kindly answer activity 4.2 for data collection and frequency distribution. Next will be measures of central tendency. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me anytime. Thank you.